Hello everybody, Envy Ghost here. Welcome back to my channel. The ears are a bit much, yes I admit. So I don't know if you know this about me, it's a little known fact, but I love horror. I love horror an awful lot. I'm not entirely sure where it stems from, probably some deep-seated awful place in my childhood, but that's by the by, that's against the point. Stabby stabby, fun times. Ghosts, ooh, love it. Give it to me. I want it all. And a few video games in recent memory. I have a mailbox down there that I should really get rid of. There have been a few video games in recent memory that have tried to emulate the sort of slasher movie kind of vibe for their gameplay style. I feel like the only one I enjoyed was Obscure, and that was made in 2006 or something. So at this point, you know, I'm hungry for a good slasher-based video game, because Friday the 13th was not it, son. So what does a normal person do? They go into The Sims 4, install the murder mod, build this extremely lavish house, which took for me far longer than I care to admit, and make my own slasher movie in The Sims 4. I don't think this is gonna work. I have been planning this, and I have a whole story, so come meet my nerds. Let us meet our contestants for tonight. So the backstory here is that this is a documentary crew who they like to explore urban places. So they are urban explorers, if you will. They got the tip off about this old abandoned mansion, which is this place here that I've built. After pulling some strings, maybe doing a little, you know, naughtiness on the sly, they've managed to worm their way in, and they're going to film the creepiest, spookiest documentary you've ever did see. So let's introduce the crew. First up on the chopping block is Rita Greenery. So this is the sort of bad girl kind of archetype. She her crime-riddled past means that she is good with locks, so she's good at lock picking. She's good at sneaking things that she's not maybe supposed to acquire, like files and stuff from you know, the council or whatever, to find out some sick info about some abandoned sites that may be worth exploring. Yeah, she's a little bit of a badass, and that's why she's got spikes on her collar. Don't know if you can tell. I'm a very visual storyteller. Next up, here we have the humble and quiet. What's your name? Violet Anise. She's called Violet Anise. Violet is a little bit less extroverted than the rest of the crew. She is the graphic designer and art worker, so she makes all of the idents and stuff for the show. She's really more post-production, but she often tags along to the on-site process to try and get a feel for what she's working with. She's very artistic, very quiet. That's Violet for you. I like her look as well. Okay, so here we have Iago Valiant. Okay, so Iago is the cameraman. That's right, the cameraman. And he's your stereotypical sort of stoner character. He's very laid back, very chilled, and very slobbish. He sometimes goes rummaging in the trash to try and find some food. He's one of my favorites because honestly he like just came into fruition exactly how I wanted him to. Here we have Alonzo Jumble. Okay, so Alonzo is sort of like the leader kind of guy. He's sort of the director, producer sort of guy. He likes to think he's in charge of the crew. Very much self-assured kind of guy. Maybe a little bit overconfident, a little bit cocky, but his heart is in the right place. He's kind of just a throwaway. I'm not that into him. But who knows, maybe he'll survive to the end. So this is Nikki Stilton. She's got her eyes closed. She's meant to be like the stereotypical valley girl who's like, you know, kind of dumb and pretty, except she's not. I'm putting a twist on the old formula. Nikki is the presenter of the documentary show. She's the one who's on camera. She's the very pretty, pristine, well-kept one who all the boys want to kiss. But she's also a genius, and she's the one who's secretly behind this whole operation, because she is the girlfriend of Alonzo. These two are together. Aren't they going to have just the most beautiful children? She's the one pulling the strings from behind the scenes, really using the documentary format to sort of bolster her own career as a presenter. That I just came up with on the fly, but that's actually quite good. Booker Gorge, he is the sort of chatty, friendly sort of connections guy, so he's very good at networking, getting in touch with people who can maybe like slip them a key so they can get into old cordoned off places that they're not really supposed to be in. He's very much the friendly, jokey, chatty guy who, you know, he's just the life of the party and makes everybody feel cozy and comfortable. And finally, we have Linus Winch. So Linus is kind of the nerdy, techie guy who's sort of in charge of sound, editing, and all the computer stuff that go on behind the scenes. And there's probably other people involved in a documentary crew than just these 7, but do slasher movies ever really make that much sense? No. This is my small indie crew of documentary filmmakers. Let's get on with the proceedings, shall we? So normally in a slasher movie, they will all kind of start exploring. They'll come in and be like, whoa bro, this is super creepy, yo, and they'd probably be like filming and stuff, but I forgot to like install like a camera mod or whatever. And really this starting period is going to be about all the characters bonding and coming together. I should give you a tour of the house. I completely forgot about that. So welcome to the creepy Backgammon Manor. Backgammon Manor, it will do. When you come in, you are greeted by the ominous entryway with this high chandelier, cobwebs. It's in disarray. Who is this mysterious couple? Well, this is the head of the Backgammon family. I really should have picked a better name, but they've gone. All this family has mysteriously disappeared. What could possibly have happened? Why is there nothing on this end table? Here we have a nice little sort of sitting room come waiting area, I suppose. And then out here is where I'm most proud. Out here I made my greenhouse, which I'm in love with. The roof isn't here right now, but I made sort of like a curved roof. Hopefully you'll see that at some point. I don't have a reflection because I'm a vampire. Also, I'm just joking. This is the bathroom. You know, it's a bathroom. Who really cares about the bathroom? Here's more portraits of the family. Don't look a lot like how they looked in the front room, but we are limited to resources here. You're just gonna have to use your imagination. Welcome to the dining room. The kitchen, I wanted to be kind of low-key because I had the idea of like this Victorian family having servants and stuff who, you know, sort of do all the hard work behind the scenes without really much of a lavish lifestyle to go off of. The air suction thingy doesn't really match the oven, but there isn't really a swatch that matches this oven. Standard Sims 4 problems, can't really make anything look decent. This is the living room, the living area, comes study. There's a little study here in the corner. It's just a fire here. Somebody came in and lit it earlier. I mean, all of my Sims are pyromaniacs. Like, as soon as I pushed live mode, they were all like, I should go light the fire now. It was just like the first thing that came to their head. These are just all the bedrooms. I didn't really put much effort into them, to be honest with you, because at this point I was getting tired, man. I'd done so much landscaping out here, worked on the greenhouse, working on all of this crap, that I was just like, you know what, shove a bed in there, shove in a closet, who gives a damn. And then finally on the top floor is the library. That painting is covering the window, but we'll turn a blind eye. I pretend I do not see it. Yeah, that's the house. I put a lot of effort into it. Happy-go-lucky yuppies come in from the big city to explore the old city townhouse. What will they learn? Secrets, perhaps? Okay, so here goes Iago off to do his trademark act of rummaging in the garbage. Oh, that Iago, you know what I'm saying. Garbage boy, what will he find? Iago, that's filth, bro. What did he find? Rummaged salad. He's very tense because there's a fire. There's a fire? Where? Oh my god. That took a turn awfully quickly. Like, I'd literally been playing for 5 minutes. I was looking at Iago rummaging in some crap, and then Nikki was on fire. How are you doing, sweetheart? Well, we got $40 insurance money, so that's not bad. Singed. Nikki, you've deserved a bit of a bubble bath, sweetheart. There's already a bit of some drama going down in the old haunted mansion. Violet is off upstairs to listen to very anachronistic music, but that's fine. Let's just go back downstairs before I get copyright stricken. Guys, did we not learn a lesson from the first time? Booker, make yourself busy and clean where Nikki nearly burned to death earlier. She's looking much better now, though. That's good. Have third-degree burns all over my body, but it's time for a spot of light reading, I think. All the Sims are here. Iago's just farted. Everybody seems a little bit on edge. Probably because... Oh, what is that? What happened here? Let's get this slasher movie moving along a little bit, I think. Nikki is essentially taking out trash, so Alonso is going to sneak up and surprise her by showing off his muscles. Well, that is awkward. I think these two should separate themselves from the situation. Oh, love. Here we are in the decrepit hallway. What mischief may we get up to while our best friend snoozes on the couch over there? Oh, wow. That got intense quite quickly. I feel like I'm perving a little bit. That was quite voyeuristic of me. However, it isn't a slasher movie if two of of the people don't have sex together. They're going upstairs to the bedroom now to have relations of a sexual nature. I'm very good at talking about romantic things. Here's the thing. Iago is an incredible cook. Once I find the cheat that tells me how to make him an incredible cook. Cook a grand meal, a grand tofurkey dinner for his friends. This is what I don't really like about The Sims 4, is the lack of trauma. Not 12 hours ago, one of these people was literally consumed in flame, and now they're all just sat around like nothing's happened. In The Sims 2, they would be crying about that for like at least a week. Oh my god, look at him go. I love cheating. He's very inspired. He's very inspired by himself, as he should be, because this is like watching a swan take flight. Oh my god, Iago, chill. Also, how is this going to aid the tofurkey? The tofurkey was already in there? He's a genius. Hey, grab some delicious fake turkey, Rita. How about it? No one's hungry because I disabled all the needs decay. Ugh. It's almost as if you don't play the game properly. You can't play the game properly. After the delicious meal, which was prepared for the friends by Pro Chef Iago, Linus calls Violet away. But for why? There's maybe the spark of something more here. She accepted his advances. How will this affect the plot that I'm making up as I go along? Alright, Nikki, you just come in here in your knickers and ruin the entire mood. Feeling certain intrigue from deeper within the house, Rita snuck away from the titillating conversation to come up to the library in hopes of finding clues about what happened in this strange and mysterious place. Jesus Christ, just call me fucking Lemony Snicket. What is this strange piece of paper I found in the book? It says, "You are dead." How mysterious. She doesn't seem particularly bothered by it. Nikki and Alonso have also snuck away from... Wait, no. Nikki and Alonso have snuck away from the rest of the group to get frisky on this bench next to this lantern, which I couldn't find a better lantern, to be honest with you, but I sort of turned it into this sort of romantic scene. But who is it for? Right, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I sort of think that maybe the wife has died. The husband was thrown into a deep depression and then died soon thereafter. It's very sad, a very sad tale. What? Who is this strange sim who has just spontaneously arrived and I didn't have to sit through 2 loading screens to make appear? There is a new kid in town and his name is Sinful Housekeeper. Oh shit, sorry. He's intended to be the housekeeper of the old family, and he's got a score to settle because clearly things didn't go down here the way he intended. He's just casually walking amongst all his victims. This is not how this is supposed to go, but clearly this is our murderer. While picking up the trash from outside that Iago left, Nikki has mysteriously found a key. That's intriguing, I'd go for that. But what is it for? She feels like she's onto something big and she doesn't want to tell the others, so she hides it away in her back pocket. I know what I'm doing. I'm a storyteller. Booker slips away to the bathroom, as one does. Sinful's locked the door for everybody except him, because he has all the keys and stuff. Let's get this slasher movie a slashing. I was like shocked and appalled at the number of death options you can have. Which sick individual came up with it? And which sick individual would download it? Oh, Booker. I'm so sorry, my guy. Someone had to go first, I'm afraid. He's happy, though. He looks happy. So, you know, that's a good thing. Nikki discovers the body. She's fine with it, apparently. Well, he's diligent, at least. He cleans up after himself. Immediately, Nikki goes to tell everybody that, you know, Booker's dead, and it's time we all escape. But what is this? The gates are locked. What? Oh, this is just awful and exactly what happens in a slasher movie. I'm succeeding so well. Oh, I just went through and created sim and made sure he was wearing his mask and face paint in every outfit. I didn't think to check the actual outfit. Those are lovely slippers you have, Sinful Housekeeper. I'm very proud of you. I love that Death is still here. He's just chilling. I think he has a little hunch that maybe his work will be needed later. So Alonso has had the smart idea to call the police. However, weirdly, no one's phones are working because there's an electrical storm. They're very powerful, invisible electrical storm. We're trapped in this house. The police can't come. There's no one around. There's a killer on the loose. What are the chances? This is just the worst. Everything's going exactly according to plan. They all came here to group together and figure out what they should do to stop this awful man. but then the awful man came and joined them in the living room, so this is just a mess, honestly. That was vile. Oh, Miss Rita. Miss Rita, I'm so sorry. She died as she lived, staring into the soulless eyes of the bunny slippers. Look at all this panic. I'm such a big fan. Her hair was so pretty. Her attitude was so badass. Tensions are rising between loving couple Alonso and Nikki because it was your idea to come here in the first place. This is all your fault. Well, the good news is death is friendly, I suppose. Every cloud, Iago, like in many situations where he feels tense and afraid, has decided to take a nap. Maybe it's time for a bit of a rude awakening. You couldn't tell by now, Iago does like to blaze it. It gets worse every time. Every time I pick a new thing, it gets worse. Iago Valiant has been murdered. What a shame. He was actually my favourite. Well, you know, Iago, the body dies, but the delicious tofurkey you made lives on. Violet and Linus are getting to know each other a bit better up in this old bedroom. Maybe Linus is feeling a little bit apocalyptic and like he needs to, if he doesn't make a move now, when will he get to the birth of a beautiful romance? Our intrepid leader, or so he'd like to think, is no more. He's very sad. He's very sad that he's dead. I told you to stop. My fingers hurt from all the tapping on the damn tablet. Nikki, if I were you, I would get out of there, sweetheart. It's getting a bit dicey down there. That wasn't intended to be a pun. And she used her tears as the fluid to wipe up her beloved boyfriend's blood. These two are having a great time, but Sinful Housekeeper is doing some studying or something. I'm starting to lose the plot a little bit. I've been recording for a very long time. Well, at least you'll be safe here in this exposed corridor. Am I right, Nikki? Who could have predicted? Well, Sinful Housekeeper, you are certainly sinful. Oh, I've played The Sims 4 for 24 hours. It's felt like longer, in spite of the awful events that have transpired around them on this awful day. Violet and Linus, our two remaining survivors, realize they have feelings for each other. Anywhere else, it would be the most romantic thing in the world. Instead, it's just kind of creepy. Your dead friends are all over the place. Cautiously, our two remaining survivors make their way downstairs to the scene of the last crime, where what will they find? Pretend that Nikki's body is there, but also a key. The key that she found earlier. Could this be our way out? You guys need to stop casually engaging in conversation with the mass murderer you're living with at present. It's a little bit weird. Oh, Linus. Oh my god. What is happening here? Death has just beaten up the housekeeper because it do be like that sometimes. The Sinful Housekeeper has decided to take a little nap, so he's out of the picture for a while, which actually suits my excellent, masterful storytelling just fine, because we have one survivor left, young Miss Violet, who's having a great time, to be honest with you. Alright, Death, get it. Damn, girl. Suddenly, Violet starts to put the pieces together, somehow. The key, the strange note that Rita found that said, "You are dead," but if you turn it upside down, it says, "Look at the statue." She drags herself to look at the statue and notices a keyhole in the back. Nervously, but eagerly, she inserts the key. The statue melts away, revealing a secret ladder. What? What? It's almost like I knew this was gonna happen all along. What does she find under the ground? Nothing, because she's not going down the fucking ladder. In front of her lay all of her friends before the body. The body, I suppose, a portrait of the lady of the house, Sylvia Backgammon. She's dead. She's so fucking dead. But the housekeeper learned that if he sacrifices 7 souls, Booker Gorge, Rita Greenery, Iago Valiant, Alonso Jumble, Nikki Stilton, Linus Winch, and one other who's texting in the corner. This is the great revelation. Could you please pay attention? Then he will be able to bring her back to life. But she said, nah. She said, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, sweetheart. Very good. It's safe to say, Miss Violet, you are no longer a vegetarian. To be honest, you seem to be taking this news quite well. On the housekeeper's corpse, she finds the key to the gate. Violet is free, but at what cost? She has become the very thing she swore never to become, a meat eater. I've had a lot of fun making that, to be honest with you. Like, that was dumb. It was really dumb, and it didn't make sense. And The Sims didn't do what I wanted them to do at all. But I had fun making it. I hope it was fun to watch. I have a feeling it was probably very incoherent. But anyway, I've been Envy Ghost. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.